Broadcast live.
Alright, cool. I made a couple of beats and then Zoo came into the studio while I was making the Trees beat. But I wasn't liking it because I was bored. I was just making beats and then for some reason I just put the beat, like I rearranged the beat and put it the way it sounds now. And I pressed play. As soon as I pressed play, Zoo was like, yo, this is the beat. Let's go in right now.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. Let me go roll something quick, fast. And I'll come back. Right after that blunt, I just went straight inside. Zoo went straight in. And then the song was done.
Yeah.
So we didn't want nobody on the song.
Yeah.
But like a week went by or something. And I was like, yo, man, how you feel AK is going to sound like on the song?
Yeah.
Hey, as soon as I mentioned that, he was like, yo, AK is actually going to kill this shit. So I was like, all right, cool, let's send it to this nigga and see how it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
We send it to him, but I sent it via Liz. But he was out the country, so I couldn't like. All right, so I was like, damn, we killed right now. But let's try somebody else. It's like, you know, there's a lot of people to work with. We ain't got to box ourselves in. I was like, yo, let's try Ricky. But I couldn't get Ricky to respond because he was working on The Voice at that time.
Yeah.
So he was super busy. And then, I don't know what made me think of, Diamonds. Diamonds was like, yo, man, put Frank on this thing. I was like, that's actually a great idea because people always wanted a Flame, Frank, and Zucci features. So
That's
boom,
a package.
on the table.
It's a combo.
So I just gave it to Frank. Did I message him? I think I called him. I don't know if I messaged him or called him, but yeah, I hit him up same time. I was like, yo, bro, I got this song for you. And I need the hottest verse ever. He was like, yo, send me the song. I send the song. Guess what? The following day, this man calls me back. He's like, yo, my G, I think we have a song. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, I think the song is bumping right now. I'm like, send that thing back. Let me hear it. And he was actually on the last verse of the song. We actually thought, because like he was actually talking more than us. We came with the vibe us on the song. Me and Zoo, if you listen to that song, it's more of like a super vibe. So we're like, you know what? Since Frank is the one talking a lot more than we are here, let's put him in the middle where people can actually get to listen to him. Because some people have a tendency of like, you know, when you put somebody at the end, they just decide, you know what, I'm press skip. You know? So I was like, Frank would actually be great to be in the second verse. We just rearranged the verses, took Zoo to the end, and we're like, boom, we have a song.
And Zoo, and obviously you and Zoo already had the energy of the song. Frank was just coming with his own energy.
But also like from like the way he was calling me before I could hear the verse. I was like, yeah, this nigga's really excited about the song here. He pulled up. I can feel that he came through. When I heard this verse, I was super happy because I was like, at least it's Frank, you know? And also on top of that, you know, me and Frank always had this thing of people comparing us and stuff. So I was happy to actually have Frank sound like himself there and me sounding like me. And just have Zoo. It's a whole vibe. Like
man,
that.
What's your dream venue to perform at?
I really don't have a dream venue. I just have like a certain amount of people that I want to perform for.
How many people would you want to perform for?
Like at least 60,000 to 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have a big job counting them also.
Yo, man, I'm about to go on tour. We're about to shut shit down. Just be ready. We need that 60,000 to happen. It's going to happen. We're sending it to the universe, baby.
We're sending a whole lot of stuff to the universe. Banquet the Realist is saying, wasn't working with MASH some sort of conflict of interest? I mean,
no, it wasn't because we worked together before I left the squad. So it was, me and Mash were always like a super duo because when I was working with Mash, it was never a thing that, yo, me and Mash are making beats and I gotta make a song. No, me and Mash was just genuinely just making beats because I enjoy making beats. And he's like one of the craziest people with like melodies and stuff, especially on the keyboard. I know I can make a beat, but I'm gonna need keys, and there's only one man to hit up for keys, Mash. So yeah, at that time it was that.
Sam Archie Macau is saying, break down the line, overpaid and still underrated to the dummies.
Honestly speaking, I feel like I value myself too much because I know what I can bring. You feel me? Like, not in terms of, you know, my level and status in the game, but just who I am as an artist. I feel like I'm a whole package. Like I'm a super package. Like, bro, if you want me to produce a whole album for you, I'll just sit down on the computer and don't have no vocals done and just make crazy ass production for you.
Yeah.
If you need me to make songs or write songs for any and everyone, either it's gospel, any genre, I can tap into that.
I felt that about the album, man. I like that. I like your skits.
Yeah.
You know, on the album, they
Shout
just
out.
like you position them well. You know what I mean? And one of the things I was saying, and I'm glad you saying that about your song making. When I was listening to the album, I was like, this dude is bigger than just rapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. You got a good ear for,
Yeah.
for the music. You
So
know?
yeah, I was exposed to music since I was a kid. You feel me? So like, I was like literally in choirs and all that crazy stuff.
Oh,
so
for real?
Yeah.
Are you a choir boy?
Yeah.
I don't see you as a choir boy.
Okay, I was since like grade. Actually, not even grades. Like my mom used to take me to choir practice, like church practice.
So you tenor, bass.
I was not even like I wasn't standing on the platforms with them on the podiums when they were performing on Sunday, but practice day on Saturday, I was there singing. I was just doing my thing and I was just singing. At that time, I didn't know what soprano is. I didn't know what alto is. I didn't know what the bass is. I didn't know nothing about that. As long as I'm on pitch and I'm correct, be nice.
Talk about your moms. Where were you guys? Where you from? Where's home?
Well, I grew up in a whole lot of places.
Okay.
But I was born in Vosloorus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was born in Vosloo.
You're a nigga from the East.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. 1431. I said it
Ah.
on the song. Yeah.
Nigga,
And then from
I
being
was 2 hoods away from you.
where?
I'm from Leondale.
Leondale.
Yeah.
Whoa. For real?
For real.
Stop.
Straight.
For real.
Nigga, where you think Skwatta Kamp started?
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
started at my mom's house in Leondale.
I was still in my
Yeah. You were shitting on your napkins, probably.
You feel me? I was in my
that
napkins
shit started
and
in the
stuff.
street called Clip Springer, number 100 in Leondale, nigga. That shit, that's where, there's even a joke with Skwatta Kamp. They talk about my mother's carpet, that's where the hits were. Umoya, all that shit was in the East Rand in Leondale. Umoya, Rao.
Now it makes sense why my uncle was a super fan.
Yeah.
He was like,
he's
the one that actually got me exposed to y'all's music and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like that. So yeah, I got born out there and then I grew up in Pretoria with my grandma because she moved out. We were living in her house in Vosloorus.
Okay.
So my granddad like retired and then he retired. After he retired, he decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy a big ass land and just start a farm. And then
Then you were in Pretoria.
I went to Pretoria I started living there when I was doing grade 2, and I came back after doing grade 6 because there was no grade 7 in our school. So grade 7 literally you go into secondary school, so it's 7, 8, 9, and then school ends there, and then there's high school again. It's 10, 11, 12. So my mom was like, nah, man, I ain't seen this nigga for a long time. I need him back. He gotta live with me now. I'm sorted. I'm settled. I can handle him now. Bring him back. Then grade 7, I just came back to like start my high school this side, and then I was in Katlehong when we came back.
Okay.
So I just spent a couple of years there. Then when I got to grade 11, I just dropped out. Boom.
You're a nigga from the East, man. That makes me feel warm. You know, it makes me feel warm. It's a good feeling.
It's nice to know you're from the East at least.
You know what I mean?
Holding it down for the city.
You know, yo, man.
I won't even say I'm just representing Katlehong or Force. I'm representing the whole East Rand. Like, I put myself in that position.
Yeah. I don't need to say it, man. I mean, I represent everything, but y'all, they gotta know where I'm from. I'm from the East.
Yeah. This is my turf, my G's.
Oh, man. I'm glad. That makes me happy. It's not that I'm biased to any other place. It's like you like a homeboy. You know what I mean?
I feel what you say. Like, it makes sense.
You know?
I felt like, yo, man, you know, it's me and Questa and Reason. Those are the only guys on the button. Shout out for letting me know.
Listen, Big Star, Frank,
Pretty.
Yeah. You know
I only
mean?
found out now that these dudes are also from the East. I'm like, whoa, the East is actually tight, and it's got like the crazy. I feel like the East has the most versatile artists, and people just don't give that.
They don't give us
respect
credit. They don't
and
give us
credit.
due. You know what I mean?
Like,
You know, but it is.
you see what Frank is doing in the game?
Yeah, man.
For a nigga from the East, everybody won't believe he's from the East if he says that.
That nigga even from that nigga's from next to the airport.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Whoa.
It's so far from everything.
Wait, Kempton Park?
Yeah, it's from around that area, I think.
Because I know Pretty's also from Kempton.
Yeah, it's either Frank or Pretty, but they from that Big Star. They all from, I think.
Yeah,
Frank
Big Star's also from
I think Frank,
Kempton.
Pretty, Big Star. They all went to the same kind of school or something, or after school.
Yeah,
some shit like that.
Yeah, but I know Pretty and Frank have a long history.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. You know, we support everybody, but it's always dope to hear cats. It's like I don't want to be the last one from the East.
And I ain't trying to be the last one. I'm trying to like empower the East and be like, you know, man, we can do it. It's not those guys from where, you know, at a certain time, like, you knew rappers that were popular, like from Soweto, but like the East got the juice, man.
Come on.
The East is dangerous. It's hot out there.
Listen,
niggas is hungry out there.
Listen, who did you sample most on the album? Do you remember some of your samples?
Well, honestly speaking, my samples, I never went back to like old music and stuff like that and played like maybe a Beyonce song or whatever and be like, oh, I want to sample this song and make a new song.
Yeah.
But I just found out today there's a song that I did and the sample was Aaliyah song, Cutelude.
Okay.
Yeah, Cutelude apparently is Aaliyah sample. But I just I literally went on, I just go on YouTube and search for like royalty-free samples and just download it. So they come in a pack. So you have like over 50, 60, 100 samples to choose from. And it's kind of hard to chop because it's like super melodic stuff all the time. So you just got to always find that one that really does it for you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I buy software that's where you got samples. So that's another day. So you're telling me how you found Cash Cape Town. Cash.
I found him, like I said, most of these cats that are featured on, especially the new wave. Let me just say the new wave that's featured on Candyman. Because we got, you know, the mainstream artists, but we also got the new wave artists.
Yeah.
And the new wave artists, for me to get to them was through just meeting Hash in my life. From meeting Hash, I got exposed to Malachi's music. Malachi's music exposed me to his producers and stuff. From meeting his producers exposed me to Elize's music.
So it was like a chain reaction.
Yeah, and Elize's music has Cash featured in it. That's how I found Cash inside of Elize's music. Yeah. And then I was like, yo, let's just make music, man.
Yeah, that's great, man. So these conversations, and maybe it's like people not understanding sampling and everything else.
Yeah.
Do you want to clear the story about you stealing a beat or some shit like that, you know? Just explain.
This is crazy, right? So this dude pulls up on me. He's like, yo, he tweeted me actually on Twitter. He's like, yo, this nigga stole my sample. I'm like, what sample did I steal? Because everything that I know I chopped, I was sitting down on the computer and I literally went to YouTube and downloaded everything that I wanted to chop. So
yeah.
What you're playing for me is something that's already programmed. So that's something that you telling me. I was chilling in the studio and I heard it, or you sent it out to people and I heard it and I chopped that part. Myself, it was that cute. No, it wasn't Cutelude, it was Impatient. That tropical vibey song. Yeah, I heard that beat and I died when I heard his projection, because his projection is literally a keyboard. And mine was like, I don't know what sound was using, but it wasn't a keyboard, and the way it was projected was different. What he didn't understand about my sample was, you hear that part of it, that part was part of the sample. I just separated it from the sample to make it sound like I put a whole lot of sounds into one beat, but I'm just that creative.
I mean, I'm trying to duck this question, but Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they asking me this shit. And since you've mentioned Casper, they say, would you work with Casper?
I don't mind. Like, as long as we starting it from scratch, You feel me? Like, I don't mind, because I'm the type of dude that likes taking people into a new trance and a new vibe. Because, you know, most of the time we always have that thing that, yo, I'm this guy and, you know, I'm going to run with this because I do this. Nah, man, sometimes it's about branching out.
Down.
Like, you see, once you step out of your comfort zone, that's when you actually do the most and best. So I'd really go to the studio and make the beat and start the song and be the leader on that song. So I like dominating in all situations.
Well, you want your direction, your creative direction to lead.
Basically.
I got it.
Yeah.
Would you do you think that you'd be ready to sign to a major label now?
Nah. Never, ever, ever again. Like, what I went through was so traumatizing, I don't think, and bear in mind, Ambitious was not a big label as Universal or Sony. So the demands at Sony probably are heavier than Ambitious, so I'm scared, bro. Like, I'm still traumatized from that situation.
I mean, what a lot of people don't know, you mentioned it on the last interview that you were also at Ambitious. Yeah. And Reese, you kind of left with Reese, just for context, so people know, because some people might not know that you were we were there, you know. So no recording company, no quitting. I mean, like Debogo Ben, he's not gonna quit lean and smoke Mary Jane, and he will tell us when he does, you know.
Well, I do smoke my Mary Jane, but I took a slow up on the lean.
Okay, why was that? What made that decision?
Well, man, like, it's crazy. Like, you know, it's nice when you get super high and stuff, and, you know, you faded, you with your homies, but at certain times you get to realize that these things are actually not good for you. Like, I've never had withdrawals smoking weed. I never feel the need to smoke weed unless I went through the longest day and I'm like, you know what, I want to relax, and this thing to do is smoke a blunt and I'm going to pass out. But with the lean, it's like, the withdrawals are heavy, bro. Just give it 24 hours not sipping that, you like get super moody and it's super addictive. I actually just found out that it has heroin inside of it. So it's like the addiction is like super. So like it kills your kidneys. It does the most. Like it just damages the hell out of you. And I'm still young and I got a whole lot to do in my life. So I don't think I need to.
It's a message to our boy who takes lean.
Yes, sir. The cameraman right behind that camera, he heard me.
Yeah. What were you going through when you wrote "Don't Bother"? Do you relate to this song? That's from Khalees.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't going through anything. It's just that I was in a position where I had the content, but when I had the beat, I didn't know what to say on the beat, so I just sent it to Ayanda Gia. She sent me a hook, and I was like, boom, this is a story I can relate to and I can talk on, and it was just that simple.
Alright, dope. I mean, how you feel about the OGs in the game? Do you guys feel that do you feel the support is opening up, you know? Are you getting the right guidance, you know? Are people more open to help like the new wave generation, or is it still a mission? Do you guys feel like you're on your own boat?
Yeah, we still on our own boat, but a couple of them are like really branching out to making like the culture work. I feel like now they realize it's not about, man, I gotta get all this money and be the richest rapper out here. I mean, like, actually, if niggas took this to consideration, if we gave everybody a chance to do what they needed to do, I feel like even the guy that we thought was the richest rapper in South Africa is gonna be richer than he is because of the amount of blessings he gives. So the more blessings you give, the more you get. You feel me? But so far, I won't say like, okay, there's a little bit of change from me. I've been here for at least 2-3 years now, and from the OGs, you're the only OG that I knew that was really fucking with my shit. But like to see other like OGs that are making music today and still are like, our new age OGs, like the new ones. You been OG, man. I don't even gotta talk about it. But our new ones to like really branch out, like, Cass and say, yo man, I enjoyed the album. For me it was like, it was like a highlight in my life. It was like, of course. I actually got to shake that guy's shoes off a little bit. He heard me now. You feel me? Maybe he been hearing me and he just been quiet and not been trying to say anything. Like I said, I feel like when I was under the Wrecking Crew, everything was just like clouded because everybody had their own judgment over the Rick and crew. So you wouldn't think this guy has a certain interest and that guy is interested in this. They just thought, nah, these kids is just one thing, man. They one mind, and birds of the same feathers flock together.
Yeah.
I felt like it was that, and then as soon as I branched out, everything just started becoming looser and looser, and I was like, oh, people are starting to recognize properly exactly how I expected it to happen years ago, but it's happening now, and I'm not in a rush. I'm still patient. I'm still trying to build myself as well and become the best that I can offer to people. Because at this point, I'm no longer an artist where I'm recording music for myself and my homies, so it can be like, I'm doing it for everybody, so it's all about that, man.
Cool, man. Thanks for coming through, Flame. Your evolution for me is great.
I really appreciate that.
The fact that you're from the East just makes it better. Yo, peace out.
Shut up.
Homie Flame, Candyman is in every streaming store.
Number one album in SA right now. Yes, we are.
We're gonna get physical. It's gonna get physical also.
And a few vinyls. I think I might just give you one.
Please, man. I wanna have one on my wall. You know what I mean?
Great. But you gotta have that vinyl.
Listen, forget one for the showcase, and I'll get a vinyl player.
We might just get a plaque in a couple of weeks, so it's gonna be chilling.
Hey, yo, don't play me. You better bring it.
Broadcast live